Hello, good morning. How is your morning today? Are you locked down yourself under the books and
Hello, good morning.
buried under that, or you are still enjoying your life and bothered about exams and all? Okay, so here we are. Myself, Sushil Mungekar. I am founder and CEO of ENpower, and I have my colleague Deepal Bora, and both of us are going to do lots of fun today with you. And it's not, we can assure you, it's not going to be a boring learning session. It's going to be game, fun, excitement, and it's not me and Deepal are going to play. You are going to play, so that's going to be wonderful. Just to give you a little bit of hint, I'm sure all of you would have seen Kaun Banega Crorepati with Amitabh Bachchan. So the format is going to be something similar to that. There are going to be polls. You're going to solve some questions which are a bit difficult, or some of them are easy, and we'll pose those challenges and we'll work that out. So isn't it fun? And if you believe it's fun, then put it into the dialog box that it's fun, so that we can go ahead. And let's go and start the work already. So I'm going to share a small presentation with you just to start, and then we'll directly jump into games. Okay, so here we go. Everybody had a good breakfast, no? Because we'll require lots and lots of energy to take this session. Don't be pale and sitting down and sleeping and all that stuff. Okay, so let's go and see how many times we hear this word in one particular day, and that word is problem. Okay, we all have so negative connotations about this. Problem is bad, problem is worse. Oh baap re, humko problem ho gaya. Many times we say that, you say that as a child. Many times your parents say, many times dada dadi nana nani they say. So many times we keep hearing this particular word from everybody, from teacher, from principal, from us, from friends, everyone. So I just wanted to understand, where do you lie? Do you hear that nowhere, 0 times? Do you hear that 5 times? Do you hear that 10 times in a day, or you hear more than 20 times a day, and then continuously around problems, and we categorize ourselves into that. I'm sure some of you would be problem kya hota hai? We don't hear problem. Some of you must be hearing that many times, and now you are grown up lads. You are in third and fourth grade, so I'm sure you must be hearing and observing how these problems are. Okay. Now there are two ways to look at it. Once you are in a problem, you feel very sad. You feel, oh no, this problem has hit me. What do I do? Or you have another way to look at solving this problem and feeling happy. And I want to understand, where do you find yourself? You find yourself in a green t-shirt boy, or you find yourself in a red t-shirt boy. And I'm sure many of you would be here in solving the problem and feeling happy, because none of us would like to be in a problem and sulk and feel sad and boring. We all want to go ahead and solve the problem and feel very happy about it, because once we solve the problem, we ourselves feel so nice. We get a solution. We feel, wow, eureka, this is what I wanted to understand. And then we go and tom about it to many people. We told our mama, papa, let's see, I have solved this such a wonderful problem. And when I talk about problem, it's not going to be a maths problem or science problem kind of a thing. There are normal day-to-day problems as well, and I'm going to come to that in a while. Okay, so if in order to solve the problem, I want to understand who wants to be a master of solving problems. Uh, you know, just as you see in the picture, there's a bulb of idea on the head, and you can actually do that. You can master problem solving, and the problem can be easy, problem can be difficult, but once you understand the logic and the magic behind solving the problem, then that's eureka. Then I can tell you, you will be so superb. You can also overtake your parents. I can tell you that. You can tell your mama, papa that I can solve problems better than you. So that's the promise. But only thing is, you have to go through this game that we are going to play see how we solve the problem, see how the game teaches us to solve the problem, and then we can apply those techniques in anything and everything around us. Okay, that's what makes us master of problem solving. Okay, so this is one more Power Ranger that it's almost a mastering problem solving. And while do that, if I tell you further that you're going to do this by playing online games, and it's not going to be a boring lecture kind of a thing. You play games online. Is obviously because of COVID, you can't go outside and play soccer or basketballs, but you can sit in front of the mobile and a computer, and you can play these games, and while playing those games you can enjoy. So there's a classic situation, no? You sit on in front of the PC and a laptop, and you play games, so you enjoy. Since you're learning, your parents enjoy. Since you are developing the skills, your teachers enjoy. So everybody enjoys. Nobody is this thing, and nobody will stop you from doing that as well. So this is the beauty of these games. So I have just created lots and lots of excitement, and I'm sure you would like to play that. And now, I'm going to reveal you, this is the world of Accelium. This name Accelium is a name of an organization, the name of the company, a platform that has been built. And you can see in front of your screen that you can get multiple games allotted to you. So there is a game on the left, Lights On, then there is Penguin, there is Move It, and I'm going to shut my mouth. I'm not going to tell you which game we are going to play. There is Night Watch, there is games. So by looking at the name, you may not understand what that game is, but each game is 30, 40 levels in itself, and you can keep playing. And through each game, you can learn lots and lots of things. So we are going to pick up one game out of that, and we are going to play that today. All of us, we are going to play, you are going to play, both of us are going to play. But just to tell you, multiple games are there in the system which you can play and learn. And one more question that we all will have, and especially elders in your family will have, that my child is playing games, but is the environment safe? How it is? So just to tell you that, relax. This entire system that has been brought to you has a personal login credentials. So you get your own login and password. So nobody else can see that. You yourself can play. Even your siblings can't copy your login and password. It's a child-friendly workflow. So you can play the way you want. You don't need parental guidance to do that. Even grade 1, grade 2 students can easily play. So don't worry about it. It's a web-based interface. You don't have to download an app and then keep that app continuously. It's a web-based interface. So you can do it from your PC, your laptop, your tab if you have, or a mobile phone with a decent internet. And the last line is primarily for parents sitting out there. It's a centrally managed server. It has firewalls. So when a child is on this environment, there are no other pop-ups which are going to come to him or her. So don't worry about the security, what child is seeing on the screen. Everything is completely taken care of. It's a completely safe environment for all of us. So with that, let's understand quickly what are we going to do today. Okay, we are going to go through 3 steps. The first and everybody's loving step is play games. We are going to play games. And once we play game, and we are going to enjoy that. So once we enjoy, then we are going to move that on this game. What is that we have learned? So that's very important. I mean, playing game is important, but learning from that game is equally important. Many times, game teaches us so many things which in a normal life becomes very difficult to learn. So we are going to do that. And then comes another important step is to apply that learning into real life situation. That if instead of a game, if I have to apply that learning to something else, how is that I'm going to do? So if let's say game teaches me how to connect the dots, and then I can go back to or about the shapes, then I can go back to applications and see in a real life how these shapes can be modified and done that, so that we solve even real life problems. So that's the flow. While we are so glad to bring you, and this is just the last slide before we jump into the game. These are 21st century life skill development. We as an organization, ENpower and Eupheus Learning, both of us are proud to bring this entire platform to you. This has been used across 5 million users across 30 countries in the world. So you name the country, and most of the countries are learning on this. It has been launched in India. Now we are the India partners to that. So this is now available for all of us. So it's a great system, popularly used. It has more than 23 years of building experience. So it has gone through lots of evolution. So this is something which is off to you. So now I'm going to hand over the session to Deepal. She's our learning champion, our gaming champion. So she's going to take us through all the games, and fasten your seatbelts and play that. Just follow those instructions, what she's going to say. And as you look at those, then I think, solving these puzzles which are thrown to you are going to be very, very easy. So over to Deepal, and here we go.
Thank you, Sushil. Thank you so much. So Sushil was talking all about theory, and I am the practical teacher. So I'm going to teach you how practically you can play the game and how you can apply the lessons to your life. So if you look at these children, they want to learn problem solving. I'm sure everybody there wants to learn how to solve a problem. So where we start, okay? Now, we all know, and problems are an integral part of our life, very important part of our life. We have small problems like, sisters fighting for food. We love screen time, but, no screen time and time limit is a problem. We learn something new and we keep failing is a problem. We have lots of homework to do. And now the most important problem right now is the lockdown. So problems will never go away. Problems will always be there. However, problems have a level. So some problems need a lot of attention while other problems can't. So if you look at this picture, this boy has a computer crash. Now he's petrified because he doesn't know what to do, right? When you're so small, you don't know what to do. But on the other hand, if a bubble gum gets stuck to your shoe, then the problem isn't that great, right? And do you know why it's so? Because some problems, we don't know how to start solving them. They look very complicated. But other problems are easy because we've experienced them, or they're not so tough. So there are two kinds of problems. However, whatever may be the problem, there is always a solution. And problem solving is something that we should all learn, and that also in an easy, very, very easy way. So when you look at this slide, okay, sometimes we have a school project or there is some homework and it's a problem, and you look at this slide, it looks so complicated, right? Do you know how to deal with this? You have to break down the problem, set a goal. Oh my God, it sounds like such a complicated thing. But what if I tell you that I can play a game, and in that game, you will see all this and you will never forget how to solve a problem. That's the beauty of ENpower and Accelium platform. They both together help you solve a problem, and you won't even realize because you'll play the game and slowly you'll learn how to solve problems. So I'm going to take you through a thinking concept with a game. The game is called as Move It, and we are going to learn how to break a problem using the game. So this is my first screen. Okay, now this is a room, and in this room there are multiple pieces of furniture you can see, and there is this boy. His name is Gil. He has some goods in his hand, and he needs to leave the room. Now he cannot leave the room because there is so much furniture. It's all cluttered. So what does he do? He has to move the furniture, or rather we have to move the furniture for him, and then he will exit the room. He can't jump. Okay, he has to just walk in a straight line. Now what is the main objective? Is to move him out of the room, and we are responsible for that. What do we do next? When we know we have to move him out, we have to look at what things are stopping him. So we have so much furniture. We look at the furniture and like, okay, I have this foosball table, I have this orange sofa, the piano, the brown box. Everything has to move for him to go out. Now we analyze, okay, these four things are lying in his path. But if I move these four things, do you think he can move out? We can't really, right? You look at it, why? And where should I move them? I have to think about it. I can't pick it up. It has to be diagonal, or it has to be in one direction. So they can only move like this.
It can be up or it can be down.
Yeah. So, yeah, correct. So either you can move it up or you can move it down. Now look at the arrows, okay? That are the three possible directions. But The orange sofa is stuck for some reason. Why is that? Because there is another obstacle on the way. Which is that obstacle? These two. So now we have to move them. So when we move them, then look at this. There's the solution.
Wow.
Here
So now
he
the path is
goes.
clear.
Yes, and now he goes out of the room.
Can you show the solution again, Deepal?
Sure. Oops, sorry. Not able to show it. Just give me 1 minute. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, so we move out. Now I go to the next slide. So, should you like burgers?
Oh, I love them.
Okay, I don't really like burgers that much. But what if I tell you that,
More than McDonald's.
what if I tell you that solving this problem is like a burger, okay? Like the pieces of the burger. So even if you don't like the burger, what if we say that we can use a burger way of problem solving? Okay, I always remember that the burger has multiple layers and we can break it down to solve the problem. If you see, the burger has so many small pieces, and without that, the burger is incomplete. If I just give you a bread, you'll say this is not a burger because the other components are missing. So when you are solving a problem which is complicated, intimidating, you have to break the problem down like a burger, because it is easier to deal with problems, small problems. It divides your workload and you constantly feel like you're making progress. So I take a bread and then I put a patty and then I put some vegetables and then I put the top and then the burger is complete. That means I've solved the problem. Little by little, I made progress and I solved the problem. So you can use a burger way of solving a problem. Isn't that interesting, Sushil?
Oh, that is interesting. But now I realize that in the last step, which you showed move it, I can actually apply this burger principle into that. Then I can break that problem into multiple things and then solve that step 1, step 2, step 3, step 4.
Superb. So now I can apply this situation to my life. So how do I do it? Now, if I have a school project or a homework, I have to just break them down. How do I break them down? You look at the screen. Okay, just like you didn't move it. What was the main objective? The main objective is goal setting. That is, I have to do my homework. I have to do, say, a history project, or I have to do a math homework. Then what do? I have to analyze the moves. That is, I have to write an outline of the thing. What do I need to do the project? And then the game says, where do you move them to? So I have to plan it. So when I break down my school project or my school homework into smaller components, that's how I can easily solve them. Okay, that's how you link the game strategy to a real life situation. And that's simple, right? Now you'll always remember that if I want to have to solve a problem, I have to break it down into smaller components, right? So here, I'm going to show you the Accelium platform. Okay, these children are very happy they've solved a problem. Now let me show you the platform. This platform is the actual way where you can play games. And I'm going to switch my screen to the platform. And here I go. Okay, so this is the actual
So this is
platform.
a live game that we are seeing,
Yeah,
right?
this is a live game. So look at this, okay? These are my levels and I'm on level 2. I've played all the levels, so you can see the stars I've got, and it goes up to level 30.
Wow.
And say I'm going to start playing from level 2 because it's easy and I can explain to you very easily what has to be done. So the objective, what's the objective, is to move this boy out of the room. What is stopping its path? This blue sofa here and this piano here. Now I could move the piano very easily, but the blue sofa keeps getting stuck. Why is that? Because there is something here. And if I move this is still stuck. Why? Because it's blocked by this. So if I move this, and I move this, and I move this, and then he leaves the room. Okay? So the starting levels are simple, and if you see, the game is prompting you. It is telling you, what you have to see in order to play the game better. It prompts you. So when I say continue, it moves me to another level, and then I get this problem, and now I will analyze. This boy has to move out. Sorry.
Can you be a bit louder?
Oh yeah, sure. So if I have to move this boy Gil out, I have a second problem here. So again, this is stopping his path. And this is the one which is stopping his path. So I will move this here. I will move this here. And out he goes.
Now I understand one more thing in this, that
Yes,
pool table and the chess table, both of them were just redundant out here. So meaning we
correct.
have so many information, but that is not useful. We have to find out what is useful information and then get that solved.
Perfect, perfect. So, so this is how you see. And you know, it keeps prompting you these things. Now, what if I just don't know how to play the game? I've got stuck. There's a hint button here. If I press the hint button, it will actually tell me the next move. Okay, if I keep using the hint button, it will help me go out, but I won't get stars, right? Because I used help. So I can go back and play the same game again. If I play the same game again, then I can get more stars. So I can keep going back to the same game over and over again. So do you want me to show one more level, Sushil, or think we should go to the presentation?
Now let's, I think they all have understood. They are all smart, people. So let's go to the levels, let them play. And if we have time again, we can come back to this.
Sure. So
Let's start playing. You
so
can send
what?
me the Mentimeter link in the chat, and then I'll publish that on the YouTube also.
Sure, sure. So what I'm going to do is quickly share the slide, the link with Sushil, and he's going to send it to you all. On the screen, you'll see, go to menti.com and type the code. Just give me a minute. Okay, I've shared the link with you, Sushil.
Yeah.
Okay, and you all can see the link on the screen. You can go to menti.com and you can type the code and you'll get it. So I'm going to Menti now. Okay, I'm on Manta Meter and you all should be able to see this level. Okay, what do I do? I have to move this boy out of the room, and this is level 1, and you'll have never played this game. So let me help you a little bit. Okay, what do I do? What is the sofa which is blocking my path? I think this orange sofa. But I can't move the orange sofa because of the red sofa. I can't move the red sofa because of the blue sofa. So what do I do? What are the options I have? Okay, so which is the sofa I need to move first? Will it be the blue?
Can you
Yeah,
be
yeah,
slower, because I didn't understand this? So can you be a bit slower
sure.
in terms of talking, and then explain that?
So what is my objective? My objective is to move this boy out of the room. Now what is blocking my path? If I take him straight ahead, this orange sofa will not allow me to go out. But I can't move this orange sofa because of this red sofa. So when I had the red sofa here, I still can't move because the blue sofa is blocking my way. So I want to move the blue sofa first. So that is the clue. And I request all of you on the call to go to Menti. If you see the screen, you'll see that it's menti.com and you'll see the code on the screen. I want you all to start voting and tell
So
me what
what
is the
you're going to
solution.
do is the level that you already seen, the problem you have seen. Go to the Mentimeter. The link is already there in the dialog box. It has been put by us as well as the school. Click on that, and then you start voting which option you feel correct. It's just like Kaun Banega Crorepati. Option 1, option 2, option 3, or option 4. People have already started voting, which you can see on the screen. 86% people feel option 1 is correct. 14% feel option 2 is correct. So you have to first analyze the problem, how you will move that entire thing, and then give the answer. And we have 30 seconds to answer that. So take your time and think.
So we have around 13 people who have voted.
Wow.
I think I need more people to vote.
13.
Sure.
So we have more than 182 people seeing this, and only 13. Both 9 safi hai. Let's vote. Have you understood the problem? Look at the entire picture and start voting. What would you do? Will you choose option 1, Will you choose option 2? Will you choose option 3? Or you still believe that you don't have an answer? Tick on that Menti.com on that. And then we will be able to see this poll live here. Come back to YouTube again and see this again. Okay. So 17 people have already voted. We'll wait for some more time.
So you have to switch your screen. You type in www.menti.com, enter the code, and you'll see this on your screen. And you can start voting. And we'll wait because I'm sure people are still logging in.
Option says move blue sofa downward, then red sofa left. So try and visualize that.
It's there. Yeah, they can see it.
And then give your answers. So as per our tally, 26 people have already voted. Wow, wonderful.
So do you think it was easy, Sushil? Did you understand the concept?
Yeah, it was easy, and I'm sure many people have answered it. So we'll know what the answer is. On Menti, the code is also given 771342. Use that code, then you'll be able to answer.
And if there are children, let them vote because I'm sure they've understood.
So majority of the people feeling first is the correct answer. The code is written on the top as well as in the chat box. It's 771342.
Correct. And we'll wait for you all to vote because I'm sure a lot more people want to vote and it's going to be fun. We have 4 levels of voting and I'm going to explain how exactly the answer.
Can you show the problem on the screen, Deepal?
Sure.
And then for about 15 seconds, and then we'll again go back to this.
Yeah. So imagine the burger, okay? Break down the problem and help the boy get out of the room.
I got the answer, but I'm not going to tell you.
Wow. We have a clear winner.
Okay, we have Abhilasha Sharma saying it's easy and enjoyable. Wonderful. You loved it? Superb. And so you don't have to answer on the dialog box in the comment. You have to just go and click your option on Mentimeter and again fatafat come back on YouTube and see the answer. Nobody has chose option 3 and nobody has chosen 0. Don't know.
I think they understood the concept, which is good.
Great. So 37 people have voted. Last 15 seconds and then we are going to close the voting. आपकी सारी voting line बंद हो जाएगी. So then don't curse us. So फटाफट vote. 15 seconds. Thank you, Abhilasha Sharma. Thank you, Praveen Singh. And the levels are going to be difficult. So just don't feel happy that you have cracked it.
And I almost helped.
So last 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3.5, 3, 2, 1, and 0. Let's close it. So how many we have got? 42 people voted?
Yes, 42 voted and all of they say 1.
So majority of the people are saying option 1 is correct. Now over to Deepal. Tell us which is the correct option.
Okay, so this was the problem. This was a problem, okay? And we would have to say that option 1. Why? Because you move the red sofa and then you move this here and then look at the solution. Final solution is blue sofa downwards, red sofa left, orange sofa, and then he moves out. That's the final solution. So great, those who got it right. Okay, super.
If I would have given 2 as a wrong answer, then how that was wrong? Can you explain that also?
Yeah, sure. Option 2, you moving green sofa downwards and red sofa left. Red sofa would have got stuck, right? Correct. Because the blue sofa would not allow it to move. I can't do that. So you have to do it. You have to count the number of squares that the furniture occupies. That's how you decide your move.
So wonderful. So that actually shows us if we break that problem into small components, then slowly we can solve. If you look at completely, then we won't be able to solve that, right?
Correct, correct. So I have another level for you all. So let's move to Mentimeter again and look at level 2.
There are some people again not able to get Mentimeter. So here is,
Okay.
and the code is 771342. So go on that and start.
People have already started voting.
Wow. So let's go to the second problem.
So here, now the furniture has increased and the complexity has also gone up. Sometimes it's very simple, yet we find it tough because there are a lot of things which are meant to be on the screen to confuse us. So you break down the problem slowly. When you break down the problem, you know that how you can move this boy out. And we have a very clear.
Oh, mandate 58% people out of 31 are feeling option 3 is the correct answer. And few
Wow.
people still believe 16 and first and second are the correct option. So let's see how much poll that we get. So come on, guys, I can see 170 people are watching and I get,
Oh my God.
get only 31 tolls. That's not fair. You know, fatafat, go back to Menti, give your answers. It's fun. Even if it's wrong, doesn't matter. We all are in the process of learning. So give your answers. Don't worry. I hope everybody has got Mentimeter access now, understood how it has to be voted. We are on level 2 and trying to solve that.
Wow.
Type your options here in the dialog box. Go to Mentimeter and give your answers. Don't reveal the answers here, Abhilasha. This is like leaking the paper, question paper. Don't do that. You have to go and solve that and give it.
So look at the picture, analyze, look at the obstacles, think about it, plan, and then give your answer. Give it time, no problem. Give it time to think.
So just to repeat, go to Mentimeter. There is a link which has been provided in the chat box. Go to Mentimeter. There's a code 771342 which is also given and it's appearing on the screen as well. Go there. You will see the problem statement and you will get 4 options. You know, to click one of the options, submit. And then again come back to YouTube to see this chart, which is the right answer.
Super.
Only answer level 2, don't answer further.
Yeah, try to control.
Now the count has gone up compared to last one. We have got 49 people voting. But still I'm not very happy, 158, 160 people and only 49 are answering. So
and polling is fun. So you should try it.
Yep.
If you have a phone, you can log in through the phone also to menti.com.
Yes, you can log in from the phone also on menti.com and you can see this on the screen if you have 2 devices. People who have joined late, we are looking at the levels that we need to solve and try and go to Mentimeter. The links are there, the code is there. Give that and give your opinion whether option 1 is correct, 2 is correct, 3 is correct.
So what do you have to do? You have to try to move this boy out of the room. And there is furniture blocking him. Now I have to move the furniture sideways, up and down, and help the boy go out. So you analyze and then you try to give the answer. So there are 51 people who voted. What do you think, Sushil?
15 seconds. So 15 seconds left. Many people are thinking that option 3 is the correct answer. Okay, so last countdown. 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and 0.
Yay! I am switching my screen now.
Let's know the answer.
Yes. So we were on level 2. These were the options. And option 3. So what do you do? Yes, most of them got it right. But let me explain for those who didn't get it right.
Yeah.
What do? You have to move the blue sofa left. Only when you move this sofa left can your pizza table go upwards, and the piano can go upwards, and the brown box can go upwards. Very simple. And look at the solution. So all the sofa here, the purple sofa, red sofa and green, they're just lying there to probably confuse. But
Many
that
times
was
we have so much information which is confusing. We all feel that that is where the problem is going to get solved, but actually that is not the solution. Therefore,
correct.
it's so important to break that into smaller components. Think of one sofa at a time, and then the next, and the piano table, then the box. Then only you'll be able to solve. If you look at all these things together, then you will get confused. And that is what Deepal ma'am is trying to tell, that break the problem into small components and we'll be able to solve it faster and better.
Okay, so we go to level 3, and those who just joined in, go to Manta Meter and cast your votes to level 3. And let's see how many have already voted. 34 have already voted. And yeah, this solution could be a little tough. So what do? I have to move this boy out of the room, break down that problem. I have to move those furnitures somewhere to be able to go. I can't pick it up, and the boy can't jump. He can move only in a straight line. So what do? What is the first piece of furniture that is blocking his way? Break it down and understand. You think this was easy, Sushil? You got
Uh,
the answer?
I have got the answer. It's medium. It's not very difficult. It's not very easy. It's medium. But
So
I'm
tell me,
sure everybody will get it. Yeah, these guys are so smart. They have all got the answer for the previous questions. I'm sure they'll get this also. Already they are saying option 2 is the correct answer. But this time, many of them are feeling option 1 is also right. So now there's a tough tie between the two.
yeah,
Use phone a
and
friend.
yeah, you can call me. But it's okay to not know the answer right now because you don't have the platform. Once you start going to the platform, you start from basic levels, say basics 1 to 5. You understand the concept. It helps you a lot to solve. Now I have created these levels which are a little tough and which is easy. So maybe you don't get it, but do we have to get disheartened? Absolutely not.
My dear Abhilasha Sharma, you're not supposed to release answers on chat. You have to answer on the poll and keep quiet. Don't do that to others.
She's leaking the answers.
Yeah, she answers there and she writes here option 2 or whatever. And same has been done by Nardeep Kaur.
So for those who joined in, you go to menti.com, use the code 771342, and we are trying to move this boy Gil. Poor thing, he's stuck at home out of the house. We are also stuck at home, but we can't move ourselves.
Okay, so countdown, last 15 seconds for this. So here we go, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And here we go. We have got 40.
Sorry. Yeah, we've got 47 votes and 62% say it's option 2. So do you think it's option 2?
Yes.
Oh yes, it is option 2. Why you have to move the piano left and the black and white sofa left and then the orange sofa down. That's it. And the solution is done. So simple. Okay,
Cool.
and here Gil moves out. Wasn't it easy?
Easy.
Okay, last level.
Give us something difficult. Oh, 35 people have already voted. There are some people who are obviously, voting immediately.
It's interesting and you can't stop yourself. $41. Okay, let's have more people voting. We should at least get to 50. And this level is so easy. So look at the problem, break it down, and try to move it out. You have children with you, ask them the solution.
Okay. Should we have a final countdown?
Yes.
So many people are saying 78% people are saying option 2 is the correct answer. I'm still wondering rather why out of 140 people, only 49 people are voting. Vote karo. Everybody should vote. So last countdown 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and 0. Let's go and see what the option is.
Sure. So level 4, what do we do? It's option 2. What is the one? Oh, 76% got it right. So that's the answer. You move this sofa, then you move the table, then you move those 2 sofas down and look at the solution.
Wow.
That's it. So we finished our gaming level, okay? And now I go back to my presentation.
Before that, I just wanted to ask parents out there, if they are sitting, have you seen how your uh, little ones are actually answering them? And it's so fun to look at how slowly, even if they don't get wrong answers, that's still okay. It's just a 15 minutes that we have played. Once they get the platform, then they will be able to solve all the levels. We just solved 4 levels. Each game has about 30 levels like this. But more important is the learning part behind it. They understand every problem to solve. And we got a very interesting observation. And one parent actually shared this with us. She said that her daughter played Move It, and I think she was a second standard or first standard daughter. She played Move It, and then in a refrigerator, mother just asked the child that get me the cheese box, and she opened the fridge and said that, Mama, this is almost like a movie. The cheese box is kept behind, and I had to move so many things to get the cheese box, but I'm going to do that. So she moved so many things and ultimately got cheese box out. So that is how children have ability to translate the learning into real life. They are so fast and 10 times faster than we adults in terms of learning something and applying that. So that's the beauty of this game. They visualize exactly the same thing when they look at the other problems. Over to you, Deepal.
And the levels they seem very easy because it's the beginning, but as you go ahead, the level starts getting complex. It's also AI based, so the way you play, the levels will come up according to that.
Yeah, that's a
So
very important point people is making. I'll just add on that. The games are adaptive. So, for example, Deepal is fast in playing. So the levels which will come to her are it move very fast. But let's say I'm slow in terms of picking up. The different levels will come to me. Both of us will ultimately reach the same end objective. but our paths would be different. So the child who is a bit slow will not feel it's boring or difficult. The child which is moving fast will not feel it's very slow. So both of them will be able to do that. Now, if you play normal games outside in online environment, those games don't have this kind of a thing. The games are same for all. Whether you play or whether the child play, the games are same. But Accelium games are adaptive to that nature.
Right. So here, that's not the only game. So do you want to do this, Sushil? Or should I?
Yeah. Go ahead.
Okay. So we have these different, so I'm showing you 6 games on the screen. And if you look at each game, it teaches you one particular skill. Now with the Move It game, we learned how to move. That's move order analysis. There's a game called as Penguin. It teaches you how to avoid dead ends. What are dead ends is actually a failure. So just by playing this game, I'm able to understand how to avoid failures. We can't totally stop it, but if you can avoid a dead end, then you learn the strategy. It really helps you. Okay, by playing a game, it gets engraved in your mind. There is something called as backward analysis. Okay, like if you look at a doctor, he will look at our symptoms and then backward analyze to tell us what we are suffering from. So this kind of a game will help you to understand that how backward analysis helps us to think and how gets us to the solution when you look at it backwards. There is a game which is called as Night Watch. It is recognizing patterns. Patterns play a so important part in our life. When you recognize a particular pattern, then you can solve the problem very easily. Like the pattern of birds. Okay, there's a pattern of birds. Why? Because it helps them to fly easily. There's a pattern of behavior. When you look at people behaving in certain patterns, we know there is something going on with them. So when you recognize a pattern, it makes life easy for you. Finding anchors, anchor is something which gives you a firm place. Like for you, a family is an anchor, it supports you. But if you are learning math, now if you're doing subtraction, if you don't know how to do, you're lacking in that base. So if you find an anchor that I can't solve a problem because I'm poor in addition or subtraction, I have to look at that. So I find my anchor like that. I'm going to stop my video for some time. Then there is priority. So what do you give priority to? Is it the first, the way you move, or you give priority to life skills, or you give priority to other things, you give priority to studies? All these games are different dimensions which help you look at life and also help you to play. But when you play a game, you also link it to life skills. So you never ever forget that I played a Move It to solve a problem. You'll never forget that. But if I give you a lecture on solving a problem, you might not remember. So that's how beautiful the game association and the problem solving is. You remember it because you played a game associated with it. So there's some games that we do and some skills that we cover, and it's for children and for their level. Sushil, on to you.
So just go back to the previous chart, Deepal.
Yeah.
So ये जो पर्टिकुलर चार्ट है ना, आई थिंक इट्स वेरी इंटरेस्टिंग. ये क्या होता है कि बच्चे जब गेम खेलते हैं तो उनको तो लर्निंग्स तो आ जाता है उसमें से, और वो लर्निंग जब अप्लाई करने जाते हैं तो ये गेम का पूरा थॉट प्रोसेस उनके माइंड में फिक्स बैठ जाता है, एंड देन दे कैन एक्चुअली सॉल्व द प्रॉब्लम यूजिंग दिस लर्निंग्स बेटर कंपेयर टू अस. सो ये सबसे बड़ा इसका फायदा है. अगर आप मतलब थियरी से भी ये सिखा सकते हो, बट थियरी से वो बच्चों के ध्यान में रहना बिकम्स वेरी डिफिकल्ट. यहाँ से अगर वो पिकअप करके लर्निंग करेंगे, एंड जब खेल रहे बच्चे तो उसमें सबसे ज्यादा इम्पोर्टेंट है मजा आता है उनको, और जब वो एंजॉय करते हैं तो ये लर्निंग ज्यादा परमानेंट हो जाता है. तो यही फिलोसॉफी है पूरी जो ये प्लेटफॉर्म है, इसके पीछे यही एक फिलोसॉफी है कि बच्चे ज्यादा एंजॉय करें, ज्यादा खुल के खेले, और खेलते वक्त खेलते खेलते छोटी छोटी चीजें हैं लर्न करें. अगर आप इसको देखें तो 6 अलग अलग तरीके से प्रॉब्लम कैसे सॉल्व किया जाए ये दिखता है. सो दिस इज हाउ डिफरेंट डायमेंशंस ऑफ सॉल्विंग प्रॉब्लम, और ये बच्चों को जानना बहुत जरूरी है. सो दिस इज व्हाट द एंटायर जर्नी इज ऑल अबाउट. इफ यू गो टू द नेक्स्ट स्लाइड, दीपल, जब हम बच्चों को पढ़ाते हैं, व्हेन वी टीच चिल्ड्रन, आई एम श्योर math, science, history, social sciences, all these things which they are learning in the class is also important. But what we also need to go beyond that and we are so happy that school like Millennium, progressive school like Millennium takes this initiative कि बच्चों को इसके अलावा और किस चीजों में तैयार करें, उनकी क्यूरियोसिटी और इमेजिनेशन, क्योंकि साइंस सिर्फ पढ़ के फायदा नहीं है, अगर क्यूरियोसिटी और इमेजिनेशन होगी तो साइंस का सही तरीके से इस्तेमाल बच्चे कर सकते हैं. देन सेकंड थिंग इज इनिशिएटिव एंड एंटरप्रेन्योरशिप. थर्ड थिंग इज एजिलिटी, मतलब कितने जल्दी अपने आप को बदल सकते हैं because of the problem. I mean, simple thing is, in March nobody thought that Corona and COVID will occupy our life, but COVID आने के बाद में we all changed our lifestyle. We started working from home. हमने बहुत सारा जो खर्चा था उसमें कटौती immediately कर ली. So many things we have done. Critical thinking and problem solving. This is another important skills जो बच्चों के लिए important है. Oral and written communication. कोलैबोरेटिंग विद अदर पीपल एक्सट्रीमली इंपॉर्टेंट. मतलब सिर्फ टीम वर्क जरूरी नहीं है कि बच्चे एक दूसरे के साथ में कोलैबोरेट करके कैसे लर्न करें, एंड बहुत सारी इंफॉर्मेशन अपने पास में होती है तो उसको एनालाइज करके उसको असेस कैसे करें. तो ये जो 7 इंपॉर्टेंट लाइफ स्किल्स है जो अपने नॉर्मल स्टडीज के अलावा ये इंपॉर्टेंट है. और एक्सीलियम प्लेटफॉर्म, बल्कि केवल एक्सीलियम प्लेटफॉर्म नहीं, एनपावर एज एन ऑर्गेनाइजेशन, यूफीएस एज एन ऑर्गेनाइजेशन, all of us keep focusing कि बच्चों को all round development कैसे की जाए, how do we actually make them ready for the future. तो ये सारे skills अगर हम as a parent also देखते हैं, ये सारे skills बच्चों को सबसे important आने वाले आगे चल के when they are going to solve their own problems. So that's the philosophy. If you go to the next chart, Deepal. Can you move to the next? Yeah. So just to give you a brief introduction, and बच्चे ये सुन सकते हैं, parents out there, this is also important for all of us. As I was telling, Eupheus and ENpower, these two organizations. So we as an organization, ENpower, focus on entrepreneurship and life skills for 8 years to 18 years. So बहुत सारे programs हमारे पास में बच्चों के लिए है. Eupheus Learning as an organization again focuses on 21st century life skills. And Accelium as a platform, Israel-based organization है. पिछले 23 साल से 23 years they have been working on building lot of programs and all. And if you go to the next slide, Deepal, I can talk more about Accelium. So as an organization, it is 23-year-old. More than 5 million students have already taken this program. They are on the platform and from more than 30 countries. So somehow India may this product was not available. We have been partnering with them, and now this platform is available for Indian kids. आप देख सकते हैं chart पे, there are so many skills that are covered. I'm not going to go through details of each and every skills. मैंने पहले ही बताया कि each level is adaptive, तो हर एक बच्चा इसको enjoy कर सकता है. ये काफी engaging है. It's an effective way of learning. मतलब आप अगर if you go in and see other developed countries, and now everybody is switching to gamified way of learning because इसका retention level बच्चों के साथ में बहुत है. ये immersive होते हैं because बच्चे खेलते हैं. और बहुत बार ऐसे होते हैं कि let's say problem solving. मैं एक छोटा सा example दूंगा. प्रॉब्लम सॉल्विंग करने के लिए पहले प्रॉब्लम में पढ़ना पड़ता है. As a parent, we are so protective about our children, and rightly so, that we can't put them into a problem and then make them solve the problem. We often tend to try and solve problems for themselves. So that is another mindset that we have. Now, how can we put them in a problem? Real life problem में तो नहीं डाल सकते. So games are the nice way of putting children into a problem and making them solve this problem. And that is why environment like this, programs like this help children to build skills like problem solving, skills like decision making, managing failure. Real life में failure manage करने से अच्छा game में failures करें और उसमें फिर they can manage those things. So there is a concept of thinking coach also, where we do virtual sessions with children and we try and tell. So just the way Deepal conducted the session today, and it was fun. We actually conduct sessions with children, group of children, not individually. 10-12 बच्चे एक साथ, और वो collaborative learning भी हो जाता है. बच्चे एक दूसरे से सीखते भी हैं, and a thinking coach helps them to take the learning and convert that into meaningful solving application. So this is how the entire flow is. Deepal, if you can just go to the next and I think last slide. So I think people got cut off and so I'm just going to share the last slide and then I think we are done. जैसे हमने ये particular problem solving देखा, इसमें 12 अलग-अलग तरीके के learnings है. There are 12 different ways children can learn, and this is just for 8 and 9-year-old people, students. The ability to find anchors and developing planning and non-impulsive attitude. ये सारा information school के पास में available है. We are also there, so we can actually give that. But different ways of looking at problem solving and similarly different kind of programs will actually help children to learn this important skills going further. And then it is also supported by the evaluation sheet, where they actually can assess quickly where they are in terms of quick thinking, analytical ability. So these are the parameters for problem solving. There would be another parameters for other programs, but इसमें बच्चे खुद को देख सकते हैं, they can compare with others, and इसके चलते उनको समझ सकते हैं, like this chart says performance under pressure I am good, but quick thinking में I need to improve. तो ये एक अपने आप में this is a barometer, not for comparing our children with others, but अपना self assessment करने के लिए these tools are very important. So that is something which we had to share with you. If there are any questions that you have.
Sushil, I just need to share my slide because the contact person is there. I'm just going to share my slide.
Yeah.
Okay. So if you need to contact to know more about the program, you have to write to this person, Shreya Khetan, and she will help you with more details.
So Shreya Khetan is the contact person. If you have any questions and all, and if you have questions, you can just put that in the dialog box. We are seeing you online, so couple of questions we can take and help you answer that. Both me and Deepal. But wasn't it fun for children as well as parent? I'm sure as a parent also you would have loved. We play these games so many times and we get so much engrossed. हमारा बाकी का काम रह जाता है and we only keep playing games. That's the beauty and the power of game-based education. And we have always seen one important thing, that when you leave children in the environment that they like, then learning is faster. Rather than calling them into our environment and saying, this is how you should study. So this is something which both we as ENpower, Eupheus as an organization, and Accelium, all three of us try and promote. Let them enjoy these games. These are not downloadable games because this is a platform and you have to subscribe for the platform, and then you can play those games. For any inquiries on that, we are talking to the school for how to launch this. So Shreya Khetan would be a right person. She'll come back to you and tell you how this can be accessed. We are currently talking. When we spoke to school said this is a wonderful program. We want to show it to our children first. Let's have sessions, and that's how we arrange this session with you. So with that, we can sign off. Deepal, anything you say?
No. I think I hope you all sign up to play these games. It's fun.
Yeah. So any further questions, get in touch with Ms. Shreya Khetan, and we just loved it. It was so fun to interact and keep solving problems. Don't say no to problems. Now next time if you learn this and the tricks, every time you have a problem, you will be happy. Arey, abhi problem solve karne ko mila. I can solve this problem. So that's the level of confidence you will build. And you will obviously, as you keep on solving problems, you will make this world better for all of us to live. So with that note, we both of us from ENpower signing off. And thank you very much on behalf of ENpower and Eupheus Learning to the school, to the management, to parents, to students. बहुत मजा आया गेम्स खेलने में Mentimeter पे पोलिंग करते वक्त. So keep doing that, and thank you very much. Bye bye.
Thank you. Bye bye.